Hi folks, I wanted to go over a couple of endings for your bluegrass songs. I did one video earlier about some different types of endings, kind of your standard endings, and how you can create your own endings. So I've got two more ideas for you that I don't hear them played all the time, so I know I didn't invent them, but I kind of like the idea. It gives you something a little bit different to do. The first one is what I just played for you. It's an ascending scale. It goes up the scale and ends the same way the shave and the haircut ends. So those last two notes is how you're going to end it. So to me, it kind of sounds like maybe a mandolin doing all the little notes there, ending higher than what you started, whereas most banjo endings kind of go down the scale. So let me play it for you a couple times. And you get it going really fast and it sounds pretty good. It's actually really easy. It's all forward rolls and you're only playing the 5th string, 2nd string, 1st string. And you're just doing that until you get finished with the lick pretty much. But first thing you do is your thumb on the 3rd string and you're doing a slide from 2 to 3. And then you're doing a 3-2-1 lick or a 3-2-1 roll. And then you go to the 5th string and you're doing a 5-2-1, and you're putting your index finger of your left hand on the 5th fret and your middle finger on the 5th fret of the 2nd string and your index finger on the 4th fret of the 1st string. So far we've got back to the 5th, and now you're doing the exact same thing again, a 5-2-1, but now you move to the next position on the with your left hand, and you're going to index finger on the, if I can count here, 9th fret of the 1st string, and your middle finger on the 10th fret of the 2nd string. Okay, so far we've got back to the 5th, and then you go all the way up and do the ending from the shave and the haircut. You can mess around with that. There's not a whole lot of variation you can do, but it sounds pretty good if you're going along at a pretty skippy rate, and all of a sudden you end up with a... That sounds pretty good. Only other thing I could think of that you could do is to give a little more note separation before the very ending. So and not go to the 5th string there before you go to the higher up the neck. So there it all is as straight 16th notes, I guess that would be. Might be 8th notes, depends on how you're counting your time there. Or you could do a little bit of separation before the last lick. Okay, so that one sounds pretty neat. One other one that's more of a basic kind of down the neck ending lick, but if you get tired of going, one of those. You get tired of doing the same kind of down the neck lick over and over. Here's one that I've been messing around with, and once again, it's kind of forward roll based. It goes like this. So you're doing forward rolls, 5-2-1, 5-2-1, and you're walking down the 2nd string. So instead of going up with that leg, you're going back the other way with forward rolls. And then you're ending with the 2 to 3 slide, and then going to the 1st string and then open. Let me try that again. A lot of times on your endings you want to end with the 1st and 3rd string and give you a little more power. So 5, 2, 1, 5, 2, 1, 5, 2, 1, and then your slide on the third string. And you can put the grace note in there or not. Okay, so a couple of things you could do is, if you've got the tune like Shucking the Corn and you're doing the kind of the double ending, instead of doing the shaving the haircut, you can do the forward roll. And a good variation to that might be, if it's a little bit bluesier, you can actually come over and get the fourth string at the third fret, something like this. On maybe a more bluesy type number. You can play around with the timing of that and the syncopation, and where you want to add in notes, or if you like it more melodic, you can fill it up with all of the notes, sort of like the other lick. But there's a couple of endings for you to mess around with, and don't be afraid to try some different endings, because it gets boring doing the same ones over and over. And you can really create your own type just based off of those kind of short G licks, D licks. You can kind of combine them together and turn them into endings. All right, see you next time. One more variation of that last lick. If you really like the descending kind of chromatic, moving stuff down one note at a time, which is what you're doing there. One of the famous kind of double endings is the basic shaving the haircut. The part right before that's usually, I guess, the first place I heard that was Roy Clark on Hee Haw. But you can actually mix the first half of that with the new lick, and you've got a descending lick that goes pretty much all the way down the second string, something like this. All kinds of ideas you can mix together, especially the double endings like that. You can take a piece here and a piece there and see how they sound together. I wanted to throw that one out at you. I kind of figured that one out just a few minutes ago, wanted to share it.